feel to get one on board?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's been a tough season. I mean, it's not a win for me. It's a win for our footy club. We've done a lot of heavy lifting early in the season. Clearly haven't played a home game yet. But all our staff and players have been so positive and trying to constantly improve. So they deserve this. Yeah.
Consistency's been big for Longmuir the last couple of weeks. You challenged the third quarter and the game was really on the line there to response. And what you saw in the last quarter, you must have been pretty proud of the boys there.
Yeah. Clearly there's some inconsistencies in our game still. But the way they responded, especially our mids at centre bounce in particular, got the game played in our front half, and I thought we couldn't have asked for much more in that last quarter.
You look at the first quarter, is that how you want to play? That ball movement, the speed of the game, just the attacking nature of the game?
We'd like that to be a part of our game. The most important aspect of our game's got to be winning the contest and playing the game in our front half. And in the second quarter, we just went away from that brand of football. We got beaten around clearance. Their good midfielders got on top of us, and we were forced to do everything from our back half. And that's been the issue in our inconsistent moments in games. So I thought we took some steps forward with our ball movement today. Clearly, I had over 100 marks. We're not going to do that every week, but I felt like we backed ourselves with ball in hand a little bit more, and that's something we want to do.
Talking about Brayshaw, that someone needed to step up from out of the young guys with that out, and that he was the one who really took responsibility on.
Yeah, I thought we shared the load pretty well, to be honest. Andy had a terrific game, played him in a different role in the first quarter, but then just played him as a midfielder for the rest of the game. And his first quarter was fantastic, and he was probably our most consistent, along with Dave Mundy, most consistent player across the 4 quarters. So it was terrific for him. But I thought we carried the load, we shared the load amongst a lot of players today.
He's in a position now where he's played a lot of footy and is starting to become what people would hope he becomes. How have you seen him over the pre-season, the year, all that sort of stuff?
Well, he's a terrific trainer. He's got a terrific attitude around the club. His connections within the group are fantastic. But he's probably been a little bit inconsistent, quarter in, quarter out, as have a lot of players. I thought today was clearly his best 4-quarter performance. And it's great reward for effort, because everything he does at 100 mile an hour and does it with a real purpose. So it's great to see him get the rewards today.
What does it do for him to get, for himself now to have played a full game like that? What does it do to him?
Well, it builds belief. And a lot of our players should have got a lot of belief out of today, as they have out of every game we've played, because there has been moments where we've beaten the opposition. We just haven't been able to do it for long enough. So I hope he really believes that he belongs at this level and can really contribute week in, week out.
Adam Cherry as well was huge. I mean, same draft as well. You had the option, I guess, of Connor Blakely was there, spoke about with Webb, but you backed in those young guys. And was that the performance you wanted to see from them in the midfield with 5 out?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it wasn't just our young guys. Like I said, we shared the load. Dave Mundy was outstanding at centre bounce. Tucker finished with 2 goals. Our mid-team possessions. Sonny had a quiet first half, but really got going in the second half. And Ches played a really good game as well. So we can't rely on too few. We need a consistent performance across the field, and we got that through the midfield.
What about the back line? Obviously, without some big names, but starting to look settled and starting to feel comfortable and confident with the ball use, particularly in that first quarter. But Griffin Lowe was one as well, another scalp to his name. They're missing some big names, but they're starting to form a nice little bond with that group now.
And that's what it's about for us as a back six and a team. We've got to do it as a collective. We can't rely on one-on-one matchups. We've got to be able to help each other defend. And Luke Ryan's been a big part of that. He's fighting out of his weight division a lot with who he's playing on. I thought Griff was one of our best players in that last quarter. Some of his one-on-one contests. Hilly, Nath Wilson clearly are getting up to speed with their match fitness and their touch. So that's good for them. I've just been really impressed with how they've done it as a group.
Conker's injury, what do you know?
It looks like it's a hammy. We'll get it scanned. He didn't seem to think it was too bad. So hopefully we get a good result like we did with Nathan.
Nathan, Shuey, Jermaine Jones, Xavier Durza, there's a a few hammies coming from the hub teams. You're training on all the different grounds and in unique conditions. Is there anything to do with like, these hammies are going up here, do you reckon?
I'm not sure it's just the hub teams. I think there's some injuries creeping in all across the league, and that's going to come with the short prep. So yeah, fingers crossed. We don't get any more, or don't get too many more. But I don't know whether it's just the hub teams. I'd have to look into that a bit deeper. Have you?
No, you just jump on the page. You're all training on different surfaces all the time, so sometimes that...
Yeah, absolutely. It could be a contributing factor, but my gut feel it might be across the league, not just the hubs.
Had Blake Acres obviously practice match this morning. You wanted to see some minutes from how did he perform this morning?
I thought he was he had a real solid hit out. He looks fit. Clearly he's been out for 17 weeks off that first instance he did his hammy, so it's been a long time off, but I thought he got through really well. Knows how to find the footy. I was probably most impressed with his voice and communication to his teammates. So he'll come into consideration this week.
And what about Connor Blakely? Where does he sit at the club at the moment? Obviously, it seemed like a really good opportunity for him to come into midfield, but in a different group. Where does his position lie at the football club right now?
Well, he's challenging for position, like a lot of our players are. Mitch Crowden played well today. Luke Valenti, Tom North. We've got a solid batch of young midfielders putting pressure on, and Connor fits into that category. Like what I've seen from Connor the last 3 or 4 weeks has been really strong. He's training with real presence. He's bringing his brand to every session we do. And he was another solid performer today. So he just needs to bide his time, keep putting the runs on the board, and opportunity will come. But I thought that the team we selected today, clearly got it done, but I thought it was a nice even contribution from our mids. He fits in. Connor fits into it. The category with a lot of our other mids.
What happened with Collier? It was really late, the change.
Yeah, it was a funny one because I was talking to him as we were boarding the bus, and by the time we got here, he had a migraine. So I don't know whether I contributed to that. He gets them time to time, and they come on quickly. And he improved, but he didn't improve enough to want to get out there. He tried. He went out, warmed up, and just didn't feel right. So it was just one of those things. As I said, he gets them a bit. And they come on really quickly. So we had to reshuffle the deck chairs pretty quick. But we managed to put our guys in roles that they'd played a bit. So it all worked out pretty well.
So why Brayshaw started forward? Because of the shot, because demand's clearly not...
No, we'd plan for Brayshaw to start forward and come up from that position. So that wasn't, but we'd planned for Bewley to be on the wing, and he started forward, and you do have to shuffle the team around a little bit when you do get that late news. So I thought our players handled it really well, and start of the game wasn't our issue.
Tonight, a bit of a chance to celebrate, obviously young group. Your ability comes in. Take any time to sort of enjoy this, or?
Well, it's really important that our players enjoy the journey that we're on, and there's no better feeling than winning, and the feeling after a win. So we need to enjoy it. But we need to move on pretty quick. We've got a 6-day break and we've got a red hot St Kilda to come. So we'll enjoy it tonight, get to work tomorrow.